good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, wherever you are. Remember, you have greatness inside of you. Welcome back to another video with the hockey coach, Guru Coach FRENCHY, for the pregame show. Montreal Canadiens today, they host the Florida Panthers. Don't go nowhere. Before we start, we invite you, don't forget to click on the likes. Please tell us your comments about this game. I'm going to give you everything you need to know about information about the stat for the both team. And then stay until to the end. I'm going to give you more information about the stat in NHL, some analytics. I think you're going to enjoy it. So you can all the way wait at the end to see that. Plus the stat about Alexander Barkov. Let's dive in talking about this game. The first thing we're going to talk about, of course, the stat about the number between the team and the leader. And First of all, the game starts 7 o'clock at the Bell Center. We're going to be live with a play-by-play. We invite you to join us. The Montreal Canadiens are at the bottom of the standing in NHL in the Atlantic. They are 17-36-10, and also they lost their last game in OT. They are 4-3-3 in the last 10 games, 9-18-7. The differential is minus 77. For the Florida Panthers, an amazing, great season so far for them. They are at the top in NHL, of course, one of the best teams. They are first in the Atlantic with 42-14, 6-7-2-1 the last 10 game. They win the last game, and they are differential at plus 74. At home, they are 26-6-0. On the road, 16-8-4. For now, the power play, Montreal are last one at the bottom with 13.9. They are 23.7 for the Panthers, 10 in the NHL. On a short and third, on the PK, Panthers are 14, Montreal 28. Goals for is completely the opposite. The Panthers, number 1, and the Montreal are the bottom, 32. The goal again, 13 Panthers, Montreal again at the bottom. Shot 4, Panthers all the way to the top with 36.7, Montreal 29.8. Face-off are 48.1, Montreal versus 47.5. Only category when Montreal are better. Nothing changed for the leaders. This game have 0 points, so we have 46 points, 70 gold. Montreal sit at 7, and Petrie is at 22-25. For the Panthers, Huberdeau, 86 points at the top at the scorer in NHL with Tresaro McDavid. Barkov is at 26 gold. Bobrovsky win 30 win this year, only last 6 times. EKBLAD, 24-55. We know EKBLAD is out for a couple of weeks at that moment. The shopping up, what you need to know. Again, you already know what's going on about the first. The only thing you don't know yet is Allen play against Spencer Knight. Knight is going to be his 5th game straight. The last 5 games, Montreal is 2-1-2. The goal differential is 0. The power play pretty good so far. Montreal 4-16. The PK is pretty good also. 2-16. Allen is now at 6-16-4 with 3.09 and save percentage of 9-0-5. The last 5 games, Caulfield is at 7 points with 5 goals. Whiteman at 4 assists. Romanov is at +4. The strategy is for the Montreal, I believe, is keep their puck position. Don't give up the blue line for the entrance with their speed for them. And play a little bit more physical if you want to at least stop the Panthers. That would be great. Listen, everybody can score with the Panthers, but most important are Huberdeau, Barkov. You have also Verhey, honestly, Reinhardt, Bennett over there, and Duclair. They have a lot of players can score over there for sure. The Frenchy corner, game number 64. We heard this morning Jonathan Drouin is out with possible COVID-19. They don't want to take a chance. Tyler PTILICK back in the line. First game played with the Montreal Canadiens. PTILICK is the cousin of Ren PTILICK, so it'll be interesting to have a second PTILICK end the game for the Montreal Canadiens. We expect Jake Allen to get the nods for the Montreal Canadiens. And no, Justin Barron or William Legason are not in the lineup tonight. All the new players got traded at the trade line are not in the lineup. Difficult schedule for Montreal. Start tonight. They play the last game, Boston now. Florida tonight. Toronto Saturday. New Jersey Sunday. Tuesday, Florida. Tampa Bay Thursday. Carolina next week. This is not looking good. in front of them for the next 6 games for Montreal. They play most of the top in the NHL. So really difficult time for the Montreal. We see how they look like. Finally, the Panthers going to play now, send their first game, send a trade deadline. They welcome with their team Claude Giroux, Ben Chiarot, and Robert HAGG. So we'll be interested to see the Cap. We know they missed, obviously, their star as the defenseman, Aaron Ekblad, is going to be out for the rest of the season. Possibly he return at the first round, maybe second round, something we have to follow up. But Martin St. Louis, he said during this press conference after the practice month, he said, look, this is a great time where we at versus the top in NHL, where we need to figure out what we look like and to evaluate everybody, the personnel, the player we have, and nothing changed. It's the same concept. Now is to be sure the players come in the lineup like PTILICK, understand, but us, we have to play, elevate our game to play again the best of the best. So it's a good challenge for us. We see how we're going to do against them. Zuski, the TOI explanation from Martin St. Louis during the press conference. Someone asked him, we know Martin Zuski is undergoing an injury right now, and they asked him about Martin about he's going to play less minutes. He said, look, we try to put him below 20 minutes. Sometimes one is or his game is going to play over 20 minutes. Depends the circumstance, everything like that. We know with Ski what we can get. Those kind of stars, the players like him, can play over 20 minutes. So for me, when he's in, he's looking good, we're going to use him more. So don't be surprised, sometimes we get 22 minutes. If not, he's going to be below 20 minutes. For the Montreal, for the Martin St. Louis, for the Montreal, he talks about the puck management versus the Panthers. What he talks about is like Panthers love to control the puck. Most of the game, they have a better puck possession versus the opponent team. If we can get that puck more often, we control the puck. We have a great time management. We manage the puck properly, and we can keep the most of the time. We have a better chance to beat those kind of teams like Tampa Bay, Florida, Carolina. So it's us. We have to control that puck. It's us. We need to manage that time, that puck for sure. The Panthers really can score. From the top of the first line to the bottom of the fourth, and the defensemen they have, everybody can score. And that's the reason they are number one in NHL at 4 points with 6 goals per game, the best. And that's why also they are one of the top best 3 teams right now. With Giroux, Chiarot, and HAGG, listen, it's going to be an amazing, great end of the season, a great ride for the fans for sure. I believe right now, the next one, Lundberg is going to get the roster. You're going to see a little bit later in that video are not exactly what it's supposed to be. We heard right now, Lundberg is back in the lineup for the Panthers. And then behind me, you can see looking better. I'm talking about Spencer Knight. Bobrovsky is underway by an injury. This is going to be the 5th start straight for Spencer Knight. We know he came back from American Hockey League. He's looking good. He's looking better with the Panthers at that moment between the pipes. So it's a great situation for Spencer Knight. Show for the Panthers what he looked like and to have that kind of confidence to get both goaltender for the rest of the season. So I just want to mention about Spencer Knight. This is the lineup for the Montreal Canadiens. It's not updated by the daily off. So you don't have PTILICK over there. You can see Jonathan Drouin behind me. And you can see again Lekanen. When we're going to get the new update, we're going to bring to you. But one thing I know, the 6 defensemen you can see right now, they are all the same 6 defensemen. I apologize again for the power play and the short and dirt. That lineup is not updated. For the Florida Panthers, what you see right now is pretty much happening there. But the only change is that Mamin is out and Joe Thornton is out. They're going to bring right now at the bottom with Asheri, Orvis, and Lundberg. Now the 6 defensemen you can see is exactly what they expect from them tonight against the Montreal Canadiens. We know Aaron Ekblad is out for the end of the season until the playoff. Same situation, power play for the Panthers and their PK about that one over there. But I want to mention the offense shooting compare. I'm going to remove myself. It'll be better for you. You can take a time. You know this, how this works. Take a time, pause the video if you want to know more about the different categories of the stat for both team and who look better in its different ways, and you can take a time to stop it. This is the play driving compare for both teams. All advantage. Look, 5-star, the Panthers, Montreal only 1-star. And then I want to mention a couple of stats before we leave about the NHL. I think it's great to see this, the quality start for the goaltender in NHL. Shesterkin is at the most at 78% of his start in NHL. He have only 2 games. It was a bad quality. And I love to compare this. Sorokin in number 2, Anderson number 3. Anderson, Vasilevsky are the 2 only goaltender in the NHL have 0 bad quality start in NHL this season. So pretty cool to see that. So that give you an idea. You can suppose that this is the same stat, but on the win above replacement. That give you, without Shesterkin, Rangers could have a difficult year, to be honest with you. You can check all the rest of this stat. Now, I want to bring to you now the Alexander Barkov. One of the reasons is the best in the NHL 2 ways, and maybe win again the Frank Selke. You can see by the graphic we have on the right how it's increasing. So the last 3 years, how Barkov is getting better and better and better on the defensive side. 98% on the WAR, and he have also in offense 97. Just a great hockey player in NHL, that maybe the top best 5 center at that moment in NHL. This is the other stat I want to mention to you. I'm not going to go all the way that part of there, but this is the goal above expect for each players. You can see how Matthews he dominate. The reason why is he's going to maybe win the Maurice Richard Trophy for the most goal by any player in NHL. This is right now the point per 82 game projection start from March 17. Jonathan Huberdeau, Draisaitl, McDavid, and Matthew are the only one at that moment over 100. And that's what's happening at that moment. And finally, the 5 versus 5 expected goal percentage, March 24 updated. You can see, take a time to check that one over there. That's conclude, honestly, all the stats I want to show to you today for the game between the Montreal Canadiens and the Florida Panthers, plus the stats from ways on the NHL Analytics. So this concludes another pregame show. Please, before we leave, don't forget to click on the likes. And, of course, tell me what your expectation between the Montreal Canadiens and the Panthers tonight. Game number 64 for the Montreal. I can't wait to see you for the next time for another video with the hockey coach, Guru, Coach FRENCHY. Have an amazing, blessing day, everybody.